Many of you guys watching have probably heard of Shopify dropshipping, but are just wondering how the do you actually do it? And I completely understand you. Dropshipping is one of those business models where you have tons of people online talking about how profitable it is and how you can make thousands of dollars every single month while living at home just on a laptop. And it's true. But to be honest, there's an overwhelming amount of new people coming into the space, having a little bit of success, who really have no business sharing information on dropshipping and Shopify as a whole. And in turn, it leaves a lot of you guys clueless and unsure as to exactly where to start with the business model. And I completely understand the frustration. So since I'm such a nice and generous guy, I'm going to show you exactly how to actually start your very own Shopify business right here, right now. And the best part is it's completely free. I've been dropshipping since 2017. I've generated millions of dollars with the business model. And so I know a thing or two about it. It's not like I just had my first $100 day and now I'm coming on here to make videos. It's not like that by any means. Now, there's also going to be a huge announcement at the end of the video, so make sure you stick around. It's going to be an insane opportunity where you could potentially win thousands and thousands and even tens of thousands of dollars for simply just starting dropshipping and having a successful store. But I'll wait to explain that till the end of the video, so just stick around, take notes, and then by the end of the video, you're gonna have an insane opportunity on your hands that I think is like one of its kind. So just sit tight and hang on, get a notepad ready, because we honestly have a ton of work to do. So let's get into it. First things first, we need to make a Shopify store. So I will have a link below, but this is essentially the backbone of your business. And this is exactly where you'll be housing your website. So once you put an email in, I created a simple one that sounds very clever. Subscribe to Seb's channel. If you're watching this, subscribe, might as well. I'm showing you guys how to start a Shopify business. So then once you do that, just click start your free trial. And then this will essentially take you through a ton of stuff that you don't honestly even need to do. So just click skip, 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 and skip. You don't even need to put a store name in. You can change it at any time, so it does not really matter. You will need to select your country, so select that. I'm currently in US. And then for create a Shopify ID, I just continue with Google and then select my email. And then that's kind of it. Your Shopify store is now being built, and it's not like it's going to be completed, but you'll have the account now. So now we can actually lay the framework and start building out the store. I'll quickly go over though how to actually set all this stuff up and how to use your Shopify store. So this is the homepage. This is where you're going to start seeing all your orders and stuff. Essentially, like, it's not gonna show it right now because we haven't picked a plan and done anything. So it's gonna try and like force us to do tons of stuff, like add some apps, make products, do a name, customize the theme, domain, all that stuff, and tons of other good stuff. So that is the homepage. But once you have this all set up, it will show you the orders you have today, the visits, and stuff like that. And then orders, this is essentially once people place an order, this is where the info will go. And then for the products tab, this is, if you guys want to guess, this is where all the products show up. So I'll show you guys exactly how to add products to your store and how to fulfill them, even like when you get orders in and your customers actually place an order and they show up here, how to auto fulfill them. So you guys don't need to use AliExpress. Ditch that old stuff. It doesn't work anymore. There's other better ways to fulfill your orders with Shopify. And so I'll show you how to do all that stuff, how to add products, and then customers, finances, analytics is actually very important. This is going to show you sales, sessions, returning customer rate, your conversion rate. So if 100 people land on your site and only one person buys, it will be a 1% conversion rate. It even breaks it down further, and just tons of good stuff. So this is the backbone of your business. But more importantly, what we need to do is go to apps. So what we're going to do is just type in what's called Zendrop. So type that in, and this is going to be where you actually fulfill your orders. And once customers place orders, they are going to be the company that is helping you out with getting the product from their warehouse into the customer's hands, automated. So there's a way to do it completely automated where you literally don't even have to click place order or fulfill order. They handle everything. We've done thousands of orders per day with Zendrop. They are an amazing supplier and company. I won't have an affiliate link. I don't want to scare you guys off and think like Zendrop's a scam and I'm just doing this video to help them out. I'm not at all. But for password, we will just put in something random. And then let's do this. Let's hope I remembered it. I think that's it. For phone number, I'm gonna do a basic one. Hopefully that works. We'll see. Text message, and then let's see if that works. Yeah, cool, that works. So we're good to go. The account's made. I didn't put my real phone number in, so don't try calling me. But once you get into the account, this is where the fun begins. So now you can just kind of surf around for cool products and see essentially what you want to sell. You can do this. There are tons of other ways to find products. Now, I kind of already know products that sell well, but if you guys want more in-depth details on product research and stuff, I will have a link below for a free dropshipping course. It's completely free. It took me a few weeks to film, and I released it for free with one of my business partners, Sebastian Georgiou. So again, the course is free. We're like giving you everything I do on a daily basis for the dropshipping business for free. So again, I'll have a link below for that. Like I did mention, I already know some products that are working well, so we can just do, like there are a few I'm seeing right now that do well. We can just kind of pick one of them. I always like to sell problem solving products, so we can just say like this hot and cold gel therapy mask is a good product. I've seen it on TikTok a little bit, so we'll just click it. And then essentially all you have to do to get the product from Zendrop onto your website, you don't need to go on here and then go to products and create a product. It's nothing like that. And this is completely ditching AliExpress. All you do is again, add that app, click add to import list, go to import list. And then right here, all you'll need to do is edit your description if you want to, edit the variance. So one of the things you'll need to do is edit the sale price. For myself, I would want to have at least like a 3x markup. So we'll just say $9 plus $6 is going to be 15. So we can sell this for $39.99. That's a decent enough margin. And then just plug that in for every single color. And I'm just copy and pasting it just to make my life easy. And then from there, we're profiting $25 per sale. So if we get 10 sales, we will be profiting $250. Next, you need to select the photos. So make sure you are not selecting photos that look like they came from AliExpress or came from somewhere bad, because if you guys do, it's gonna look scammy. I saw other videos where people were trying to show you guys how to make a website and the photos all look like this and like this and like this and like this and like this. That's not what actually works. And take this from someone who actually knows what they're talking about. Don't do that, don't do that, don't do anything in regards to those images, because it doesn't look good on your website at all. Like no one wants to actually look at this and say like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy it because I have all that stuff. It's like they know that it's salesy, and people literally, they just wanna see the product in use. So always keep that in mind. Like this would have been a good image, but they just blew it up with all those dumb little logos and stuff. So people would much rather just like to see someone using the product rather than it be super salesy with tons of text. So keep that in mind when you're making your store. Make the photos look natural and appealing to the audience, and they will likely be more inclined to buy from your store. And then from here, they're basically just saying, please read, got it, don't display it again, and we'll confirm. And then now this product will be in our store in a second. It takes like a minute or two, but once it actually goes through, it will load, and yeah, there it is. I think it's still kind of importing some stuff, but let's check it out and see. So yeah, okay. All right, and just like that, the product is there. We are good to go. Now it is time to start setting up the fun stuff, which is going to be what I like to call the exoskeleton, which is your theme. That's going to be homepage, coloring, and basically setting up everything so that way people can look at your website and they actually want to buy, because I'll show you what Shopify gives you. It isn't much, it looks pretty bad, so like, you know, this is not anything anyone should be letting slide, and even the product page, it looks like trash. And it's not good at all. So I will show you guys exactly how to set up a good one, and it doesn't even take too long. Like I'm gonna walk you guys through the whole thing. So first things first, I don't use the Dawn theme. I personally explore free themes, and I scroll down to what's called the Sense theme right there. It's a super simple theme. It looks amazing. Like it has the potential to get so branded if you know how to set it up, which the Sense theme is kind of our shit. We've done $250,000 weeks with this theme, so we know what we're doing when I set this up. So I'll show you guys how to set it up to where it looks very trustworthy, and your customers are going to love you, and you're gonna have a really good conversion rate with this theme. So now that it is here, all we need to do is, before we get into editing the homepage and editing all that stuff, we just want to go to footer, and then you want to go here, and then you want to go to powered. And then all you need to do is delete this little line right there and click save. And then what we will do is preview the store, and essentially that just removes the Powered by Shopify logo down here that usually would show. So usually it says 2022 My Store Powered by Shopify. We remove that because we don't want it to say Powered by Shopify. It then links to your web to Shopify and stuff, and that's really not important. So we just wanted to remove that. And then one more thing, and I know I may be talking a little bit fast, so if you guys need to play this on like 0.5 or whatever, be my guest, but that is pretty much how you remove the Shopify logo on the bottom of your store. Now you can just click customize, and it is time to start setting this all up. And you'll notice that it says My Store. We will change that. I'll show you guys how to change that, but first we need to set up foundational stuff, which is the homepage, the colors, the color scheme, and just every single piece of content on the homepage to make sure it looks decent and presentable. That way you guys can make money, because, you know, that's kind of why we're all here. So first things first, let's get into the coloring. All right, so I do pure whites, I don't do off-whites, so I'm gonna swap that solid button label to pure whites. And then what you wanna do when you're changing all these colors, make sure you know what you're changing. Otherwise, you could change something weird and then it could mess up your theme coloring. And so just like when you're changing stuff, make sure you know what you're doing. So I always come to the product page to ensure that I'm actually changing the right stuff. If it's something where I don't want to actually change it or I changed the wrong thing, I'm always looking just to see exactly what I am changing. So yeah, keep that in mind. But for this store, I'm going to do some sort of blue just because blue is a color that's associated with trust and being calm and stuff. And so I want to do a nice simple blue. So we're gonna grab this code right here, and then this is essentially the blue we're gonna run with. So let's just plug that in right there and make that the color that we run with. For accent 2 gradient, we will also do it right here. All we need to do, plug it in there, and then what we're gonna do here, plug it in there, do it a little bit darker, and that is going to be a gradient. And then pretty much everything else. We can try this blue and see how it looks for this background. We'll go to the home page to kind of check it out in a second. And then for this gradient, this is going to be blue. And then I believe it is this pink. We will change it to, let's redo that. Yep, there we go. We'll change it to a blue like that. And then we will do that and do a little bit lighter blue. So that way it looks good and looks nice and trustworthy. So let's check that out. So now that we've done all those blues, I'm just going to go to my store and check out exactly how it looks. So it looks good to me. Everything looks nice and simple, but it still looks naked, and no one likes naked unless we're talking about other stuff. So all I did was click free images. All I've done was click this free images tab and then typed in sleep. I think that's a very simple term that you can just search up and find a lot of good images. This is naturally what I'm going to associate this product with. So you can kind of just pick one of these images. Like that's a cool image right there. You can select it. And the pink kind of goes with the blue. It's a nice little combination and they complement each other. So that's good right there. But don't overcomplicate the homepage. I know we're setting up this store specifically for this product, but if you guys are doing a general store, like just make this image something general, like someone smiling or playing. Like it doesn't matter as much as people think. It just needs to be something simple, and you have to have stuff there, like, right? Like there's tons of stuff that's still blank. Don't leave any of this on your theme. Even if you're extremely lazy, just delete some of the stuff rather than leaving it blank. So that's my 2 cents. But yeah, for this, you can just say relieve your tension, and that can be the text. And then for this, we can just say the, let me just kind of read this product real quick and make sure I know exactly what it is, because you want to learn a little bit about the product. So it is essentially a hot, cold gel therapy migraine relief cap. So it kind of alleviates pain and stress and suffering. And so from that, to relieve your tension, the HOCO, there's a trash truck that keeps driving by, so excuse that noise. But essentially what I would title this product is the HOCO relief band or relief cap. So HOCO is hot cold relief cap. That's a brilliant name. Holy shit. Relieves tension and reduces migraines caused by stress, headaches, migraines, and any other issues caused from stress and any other issues. All right, so pretty much all I have for the homepage. The HOCO relief cap relieves tension and reduces headaches, migraines, and any other issues. Don't really need to overthink this. So here's where a lot of dropshippers, I think, mess up. A lot of you guys, when you're watching this video, you guys are trying to learn exactly how to do everything, and what I'm doing right here is just linking up the product. But a lot of you guys set this store up and will set up a store and think that everything matters so much, when like obviously, you know, setting up your store matters, but like set it up, test the product. If the product works and if you get sales profitably, then come back here and be like, okay, maybe I should change this sentence. Like maybe this sounds like bullshit, or maybe it sounds amazing and I should just reword the relieve your tension or something. But when you're testing the product, don't nitpick every single thing, because again, it doesn't have to be perfect. You're just testing a product out. So just keep that in mind when you're running the store and even setting up your homepage. It is not as important as you think. Also, the homepage background looks kind of bad, so I'm just going to do pure white. I didn't want to do that little nasty off-white color, so yeah, looks a whole lot better. And then all we will need to do is, let's make sure this text is black as well, and outline buttons is also black. And yeah, looks a whole lot better. So now talk about your brand. You can add stuff similar. I'm just going to remove the section for this. You can add stuff if you want. I'm going to remove this section, and you guys get the gist. I'm gonna remove everything because it is all not important. You're sending ads and sending traffic to your product page. It's just important that you have something on your homepage. It doesn't have to be a Picasso art piece. It just needs to look okay. And then what you can do is just add a featured product right here. And then all you'll need to do is just select the product you guys just imported from Zendrop. So just select that, and now relieve your tension, subscribe to our emails, and that's that. And then let's swap this and do this down here. Let's swap the emails and put them at the bottom. That's always needed. And then now that's pretty much the homepage. We can show you exactly how it looks like on mobile. So there it is, relieve your tension. Here's the product, which again, I will edit all this stuff. I'll show you guys exactly what I'll name the product description. We're gonna get into all that stuff. I just needed to lay the basic groundwork, set up the theme. So now that the homepage and coloring's all set up, let's get into the product page. And I'll get into this after. I just wanna set up the product page. That's more important than the footer, if I'm being completely honest. So click save, and then let's get into setting up the product page. All right, now that we're customizing the product, you guys can do it all on your own, or you can just go ahead and Google the product and then look at what the most popular sellers are selling it for. So I know that this is a good website because they have multiple listings. If you are like familiar with Google Ads, if you can have multiple listings as number one, that's an amazing sign. It probably means they're doing well. So what I'm gonna do is come onto their website and just see exactly what they're saying about the product and the benefits and stuff. So 360-degree headache and migraine relief gel cap for ice cold hot therapy. So we'll just copy that and throw that in here. So I'm not one for saying like completely copy stuff, but take this, plug it in here, 360-degree headache and migraine relief gel cap for ice cold hot therapy. So that's a little wordy. I know they're running Google Ads, so that's probably why. For the title, we'll do 360-degree headache and migraine hot cold relief gel cap. That's the name, and you can even make this more concise. You can do something as simple as relief gel cap or something along those lines. However, I wanted to get those keywords in there to really make sure people, when they're reading this title, they read it and they're like, oh my God, I need this. I have headaches, I have migraines, and then they buy. So that's my whole thought process for why I threw those words in there. So now let's get to the description. All right, product description. Surprise, surprise, I'm gonna do something similar. So we will study what competitors are actually saying about the product. So they're saying, slip on this comfortable cap for instant relief. Let's take this, copy, and then let's plug this in right there. And then what we will do is we will look to see what sort of, I don't really like their images, and it looks like they're a bigger store, so that's funny. Let's check out this and see if they've got any better images. Doesn't look like it. They have this, but this is not a GIF we can take, so we might need to look for another website. All right, so all I'm doing is saving a lot of these images from here and just gonna basically throw them on my website. The reason I'm doing this is, that's a funny GIF. I don't know if she's multitasking, but I'm doing this because these are all generic videos that these people have taken. I don't know if you can tell, but a lot of them don't have the logo on, but they're selling the product as if it has a logo, but I don't even think it does because that looks kind of edited. So with that in mind, all we're going to do is start to plug this stuff in, and then basically we'll form a product description. So I'm gonna kind of start like taking some of the stuff that they are saying about the product and plugging it into my description until we come to a conclusion. But my computer is going into power drive mode. I don't know if it's trying to hack into the Pentagon or something, but the fans are running. So I'm basically going to write the product description. I'll update you guys when I write it. Just keep in mind when you're writing your description, write based on the product benefits and why a customer should want the product, not based on like, oh, like it's a cool color, it's pink, it's blue. People don't care about that. They only care about the benefits. Usually, like they want to buy the product because they want their headache to be resolved, they want migraines to go away. So keep that in mind when you're writing your product description, and overall, any sort of website you set up, make sure you're selling to your target audience and make sure you're selling based on the benefits of the product, not the physicality. So with that being said, I'm gonna get into some in-depth writing for this product description, and I'll show you guys what I come up with in a second. All right, so since it is the Sense theme, I actually just headed to edit theme. I may rearrange this and do it a little bit of a different way and plug these in like so. So what I can do here is select this GIF and then start to set up the website like this instead of doing a very traditional product description. So I'm gonna see exactly how it'll look. Let me just hide some stuff on here. So essentially, if we are going to do this, we're gonna need to hide a lot of these little tabs just so that we can show them the product benefits as soon as possible. So we're gonna have that as it like that. So I'm gonna start working on this and you guys can kind of follow along, but I'm gonna zone in because I need to do some thinking. So, okay, so I basically just wrote relieve tension, get rid of those nasty migraines with the Hoko cap. It's simple to use and more importantly, natural. So you can kiss the medication goodbye. I'm not saying you can say this. I'm just saying if I were selling this product, that's probably what I would say. So that's a good way to start to mention the product benefits. Now, I haven't done research on medical claims and stuff, and I don't recommend you do medical claims, but I'm just simply saying that this is what I would personally probably do if I were selling the product. You have to obviously tippy-toe around the policies if you're selling on Facebook or TikTok or wherever. So just make sure when you're setting this up, it's within the parameters of whatever platform you guys are selling on. You don't want to be breaking the law and then next thing you know, your store gets banned and your ad accounts get banned or anything like that. So just make sure when you're setting up your Shopify business, make sure you're not like over promising results and all that stuff. Obviously, I'm setting and writing all this text with it in mind, like that the product actually works, and I'm just speed running the whole thing. If you guys were actually going to do this, just make sure you do proper research. Go on YouTube, learn about the product. Overall, just make sure you're not BSing. But for the case of this video, I have to kind of, accept some stuff, which is why I'm kind of just writing like the product is what it is. So yeah, I'm gonna get back into all of this and finish up the product page and show you what I've got. All right, next, immediate relief in just 5 minutes. Chill out after a long day with personal at-home spa relief treatment. Wear it as both a cap or an eye mask. Continue your productive day without the pain ruining your focus. So there we go, that is the second section. And then what we can do is a similar section like this. So just freeze it and heat it. So we will copy this, we'll add another section, and we will do the same exact thing, and then our website or product page will be pretty close to complete. Let's first set up the overall accents and make sure the coloring is good, and then we'll select this one right here, plug that in. We'll also plug all this text in to make sure it looks nice and professional, and then it should be good to go. So let's check it out and see exactly how it looks. So, and then since these all have buttons, just make sure you hide the button label. All right, so this is generally what the product page will look like. Now there's a few little things we have to do, like for example, this little announcement bar right here. We can remove that if we want, or you can say free shipping until midnight. You can do something like that, or free shipping over $50 orders, over $50 orders. You can do something like that and then click save and make that pretty much the overall setup, and that will be that. From there though, that's pretty much the product page. As you guys can see, there's still some little things. I need to change the product price. I'll change that in a second. And then for colors, only do 3 colors if you're selling something like that. So you can do pink, blue, and you can do purple. So do that, or if you want to do gray to keep it neutral and sort of manly if you want to sell to men. So do pink, blue, and gray. And then all this looks really good, but there are still a few more issues. For example, there's no reviews down here. The footer page is not completely finished. And lastly, when people scroll down, there's nowhere for them to buy the product. So if they're very hooked and they're like, oh my God, you just freeze it and heat it. This is amazing. I want the product so bad. There's nowhere for them to click purchase or click buy. You have to scroll all the way up. However, we can do something different to make sure that that is fixed. So I'll show you guys how to do that. And then this Shopify business will be complete. So first, let's get into reviews because this is crucial. When people scroll down, they want to see social proof. They want to see that people have bought the product and have trusted this website. And I'm going to show you guys how you can easily set up reviews. It doesn't take too long, so let's get into it. So all you'll need to do is go to apps and then just do Ali Reviews. This is the app I personally use. It's very simple to use and it is pretty much free unless you do an insane amount of reviews. So just click add app and you will be good to go. And then we can start syncing up reviews from an AliExpress listing. This is the only part of the video where we will actually use AliExpress only because they have a lot of reviews on their product. And so that's kind of the only way to get tons of reviews unless you want to write them manually, but we don't have time for that. So we're just going to grab them directly from AliExpress. So one thing we will need is coloring, which means we need to come into our theme and then go to the colors and then snag that color code. That way we can have the same color reviews as our overall website. So let's do that. So you can do a list, a grid, a carousel. We'll just do a grid and then we'll click next. And this will be exactly how it'll look. Once Ali Reviews is installed, go to import reviews. And then for this, you'll want to click import on the product. Now it's gonna say paste URL of AliExpress product. What you want to do, go on AliExpress. I already typed in hot cold relief cap, and so I have the search term up there, and then this one has around 2,000 orders, so I'm just going to grab this link, and it's not working, so we're going to need to refresh AliExpress. AliExpress has been bugging out for the past few weeks, so disregard that. That's why I don't use them to fulfill orders. And then that's pretty much what you'll do. You'll plug the link in and then exclude the last 7 days. We can not exclude that. We can just do all time and then apply, and then reviews per import. We can, I guess we can only do 10 with the current plan. So we'll just do 10 for now. And then let's do that. That looks pretty good. Okay, cool, import. All right, now that the reviews are imported, we can then manage the reviews and see if they are things that we actually liked or didn't like. So unfortunately, I did not pick a good product as far as reviews go. Like there's a lot of bad reviews. However, that's not really the importance of the video. Like I'm not showing you guys how to pick the best products. It's just kind of going over building out the site. But the reviews are set up, and like I mentioned, there's one more thing we need to do. We need to add a sticky add to cart. So what we'll do is do sticky cart by Uplinkly. I'm not sponsored by any of these platforms. I have no affiliate links. I'm just sharing with you guys the apps I'm currently using. So that's kind of the gist of this. So Sticky Cart, I love this app because when you set up a sticky add to cart button, with this app, you can actually set it up to where it shows even if they don't even touch the screen. So if they click on an ad that's your product, they land on your website, even if they don't move the screen, a sticky cart pops up where it says, hey, add to cart. And so I think it's amazing because you can actually go in and set up this sticky cart that shows right when people, again, land on your site, and it looks really good. So we'll just do that. Animation, none, bottom left of screen, visitor scrolls. This is where you change it. Visitor scrolls past regular. You can do it to page load so that it's always displaying. And then for style, you want to come here. Do not do automatically. And then for colors, you want to sync it up with your theme. So if it's a blue and then I do white text, that's pretty much it. And then you'll just do enable. And now the sticky cart will be on your overall website. So then you'll need to go here. Ensure you guys actually publish the proper theme. So like I mentioned, I do Sense theme. You want to publish it and make sure it's all set up. And then that will be pretty much your store. So now you can preview it, and it's not finished, so don't go anywhere yet. We've got a few more things to do, but then it will be good. So let's quickly just see if the sticky cart is working properly. So we'll go here and then just go down to the overall product page. Now, as you guys can see, you can just scroll through, and even if you don't scroll, it shows the add to cart, which is amazing, because if they're all the way down here and they're like, oh yeah, I want to buy the product, boom, just add it, and now boom, it's in your cart. Then you can click checkout and you're good to go. And it's not available because it's a private store, but we have a few more things to do and then the store will be done. So let's first build out a new logo. Let's make a good logo, and then let's do the footer page, and then I'll let you go. You're on your way. Your store is done, and most of the hard work is going to be out of the way. So for me, I just create logos on Canva. So we will just do a logo, which is 500 by 500. Actually, let's do it a little bit bigger. Let's see what we've got. We can do a presentation. It's gonna manually try to make us save it as a PDF or something. Just make sure you guys save it as a PNG or a JPEG. And so now all you need to do is go and see what your overall product name wants to be. However, I already said my product name is going to be the Hoko cap. So you can just do it like this, Hoko cap. And then what we'll do is we will pick a nice little theme, font. I don't have the paid version on this computer, so we will just be at the mercy of Canva and pick hopefully a good font that they have. So let's go through it and see what they've got. I actually liked this one, or no, this one, Hoko cap. That one's pretty cool. So let's make this a little bit bigger. And then all you guys honestly need to do is do something like this. Let's do elements and let's do fire. All right, that's pretty much the logo I had in mind. Was just something very simple. And again, made with Canva, so boom, there you go. There's the Hoko cap. And then on here, all we'll need to do is upload the logo right there, click select, and now we're good to go. We can make this a little bit bigger. That way it looks good. And that's pretty much it for setting up the logo. Very simple. It looks good. If you guys don't get what I was doing, it's a fire on top and then a little snowflake. It doesn't look perfect, however, it's fine. Like it's gonna work and it's completely fine. So then we'll just click save. And now all we really need to do is the footer and the little pages, like the contact us page, the catalog, and all that stuff, make it look all clean, and then that's pretty much it. So let's quickly go back, exit, and then we'll go to navigation. We will start to edit all of this stuff. So footer menu, this is where you guys add policies. Now I'm not going to set them all up and actually edit them and stuff, but all you need to do is go to policies, click create from template, and then for all of these, click create from template, create from templates for all of these, like I just mentioned. However, I don't have all of my information plugged in here. It's just literally, name, email, and no address. And then for shipping policy, you can honestly, if you just want, say, for standard shipping. And then for shipping policy, you can just type in this. For standard shipping, please allow 2 to 3 business days for processing before expecting movement on your tracking number. Shipping takes 15 to 19 days. You can do 20, you can do 15 to 17, you can do 10 to 15. Just be sure you guys are being honest. Zendrop does do pretty fast shipping times. Like, I don't know if you guys can see, 10 to 15 day shipping and then 1 to 3 day processing time. So whatever you guys are using to fulfill the orders, just input their information and do it just like that. And then I always say, if it's been longer than 30 days since ordering your product and you still have not received anything, please email us at blank and then put your email. And when you guys are entering in all this stuff and all these different policies, make sure you go through it and read what you guys are agreeing to, like state on your website, because some of the times you guys say some weird stuff in here and Shopify gives you some crazy stuff. Some of these things also are things that you need to delete. Like there's just open, like, insert if using Shopify audiences, like there's just stuff you need to delete. And there's also addresses that will plug in on here. So just be careful when you're setting this up. For now, I'm gonna click save, and then that will be the policies. And then all you'll need to do is go to navigation, go onto footer, and then start to add all of these different pages. So then you'll just go here. You don't need to type in a name, just go policies, and then start to click through your policies. So contact information, you can go to the next one, which will be privacy policy, and just keep adding all of these policies until they're all on the footer. These are needed to run your business, so do not skip this part or you can get in some deep trouble for not mentioning all of these policies. I've seen it happen before, so definitely don't make that mistake. But then once that's all done, just click save. You can obviously edit the names if you want, but I'm just gonna leave them blank because it doesn't matter too much. And then lastly, just do main menu. You can do home and then do shop now because it is one product. If you guys are doing a general store, do catalog or do even shop now still. And then that's where you select the product. And then for contact, it's already gonna be synced up with the contact page. You can do contact us. Contact is fine though, and then just click save. Now this will look like this, and this is essentially your website. HocoCap, home, shop now, contact, and then that's pretty much it. That is the whole section, and I just realized I did not edit one more part, so we've got to go in here and edit one more thing. So that's pretty much it. I did notice all these things like our promise, image, and our store, all that stuff's not needed on the footer menu, so then you'll just click save. And then lastly, because we've already came up with a name for our Shopify store, all you need to do is go onto settings, and if you ever need to change your store name, you just click edit and do HocoCap. And then you can do TM if you want, just to make it look a little bit more professional. There you guys go. Save, and now your store is set up. Now you can click refresh. All this looks good. It says HocoCap at the bottom, and your website's done, and it did not take us too long. I don't know if you guys watched this whole video, but it shouldn't be too long. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That is the overall product page. There's the product reviews. I know reviews sucked, but yeah, that is how to start your very first drop shipping business. And it was actually not too hard. So yeah, there it is. All right, that was a long video even for me to film. And I do this on a daily basis pretty much. Like dropshipping's my life. And I'm exhausted, and I can imagine you guys are as well. So, just chill out for a bit, pat yourselves on the back. You guys did the bulk of the work. Building out a store is draining, and I am with you guys. Now comes the fun stuff, marketing, but I am not going to even attempt to go over that in this video because I'm absolutely drained. However, if you guys are interested in something insane, this is the announcement that I had for you guys. Essentially, myself and Sebastian Georgiou are giving away over $100,000 in the next 60 days, which is absolutely insane. But essentially, all all you have to do is start a dropshipping store, make $500 in sales profitably, and you will be entered in to win some serious cash, like thousands of dollars. And it sounds insane saying this, but it's completely true. There's a link below to join, and it may sound crazy and interesting, but you guys might not know exactly where to go for marketing and stuff. Don't worry, we thought of that, and we have a whole free course for you guys to actually go along with this challenge that's completely free to join. And we also are going to be doing weekly calls with this challenge, basically forcing you guys to be successful with this business. And I think it's a great thing that we're able to do this. So I'm very excited to be announcing this challenge, just because we've been working on it for so long, and we plan on giving away some insane amounts of money to some lucky people. So I'm hyped about it. Hopefully you guys are as well. If you want more information, I'll have a link below, or just go to the shopifyolympics.com and check it out. And it's not like Shopify is paying us the money to give away. We are literally just giving away out of our own pockets. And hopefully you could be someone that we actually give money to. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, got value from it, and I will see you in the next one.